Welcome everybody. We are here with the Houston Entrepreneurs Podcast. I'm Grant, for those that don't know. I got Johnny Wiseman right here with me.
What's happening?
Just so everybody knows what the purpose of this podcast is. This podcast is for the purposes of getting Houston entrepreneurs on the show. Hopefully our podcast gives those people that want to listen and watch motivation, give them direction, give them a journey that people have already gone on, which we have two very young entrepreneurs here with us today. So we're gonna talk about how you guys got started, your motivations, what you do every day, the business side of it, and we'll get a little bit personal. Not too personal, but we'll get to know you two.
Okay.
And see what makes you guys tick. So
Sounds good.
first, let me introduce the two guys we have here. We have Shane and Nigel. Please say your last name so I don't mess it up.
Mushambi.
Yes.
Mushambi. Very beautiful last name. Mushambi. Shane, correct?
Yes.
And Nigel?
Yes.
And Shane is the oldest.
Yes.
Shane, you are
13.
13?
12.
12. 12 and 13. That's close in age.
I love having young entrepreneurs.
Yeah, absolutely. We're going to have some adults learn from the two of you. So
Absolutely.
this is going to be motivational for a lot of people. But you two are two bros in the kitchen.
Yes.
Yes.
Is that what you call your company you've got?
Yes.
Okay.
We call it.
Two Bros in the Kitchen. The website, twobrositk.com. Is that right?
Correct.
Okay. So, Two
The
Bros
number
in the
two.
Kitchen. Okay, yeah. So, the number 2, brositk.com.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So, you guys, I'm assuming Two Bros in the Kitchen. I've seen some of the things that you do on your social media. You're obviously baking, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, tell the people out there listening and watching a little bit about what you guys do.
So we bake cakes, cupcakes. We also just recently made a book,
Okay.
and yeah, we just bake.
Bake?
Yeah.
How old were y'all when y'all got started?
We started baking when we were say like 4 or 5.
4 or 5? So y'all been doing this a long time, 5
Yeah,
6 years now.
Yeah, whole life.
What got y'all motivated to do that?
Well, we entered a baking competition, and then we started winning a lot, and all the 30 people wanted to buy out our cake.
Okay.
So we couldn't put it in the competition. So
You
we
couldn't
just-
put it in the competition?
They didn't want us to.
Okay.
You kept
Then-
beating everybody?
Yeah, we kept beating everyone. It
Oh, so
wasn't-
they said it was unfair.
Yeah.
Okay.
So then we decided to make our own business, and it's been smooth from there.
That's cool. How'd y'all come up with the name for the business?
Our mom.
Mom
had a
helped
great
out on that
idea.
one?
Our mom had a great idea on that one.
I
Yeah.
love the name. It's perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Two Bros in
It's
the
always
Kitchen. I
great
like
to have
that.
a kitchen that says exactly what it is that you do.
Yes.
There's no mistaking it. Y'all are two brothers in the kitchen doing your thing.
Yes, absolutely. So when y'all started, did mom get y'all motivated to? Dad? Who was it that got you guys motivated
So our
to?
mom,
Definitely.
Okay.
so basically what she did is instead of giving us just money to spend, she'd give us money to make our own money.
Nice. Okay. That's a
So
good
if we started a
motivation.
business, she would invest in it.
Okay. Well, good for mom
Mhm.
for seeing that far ahead.
Yeah.
I was just concerned. I've got two kids. I've got a 13-year-old and a 9-year-old. So I was just concerned about them not hurting themselves, much less getting and start baking and doing that kind of thing. So that's good for you guys.
So speaking of mom investing or helping y'all invest in your first venture, do you remember how much mom invested for y'all?
Yes.
No.
I remember the exact amount.
How much was it?
It used to be, I paid her $5. She'd clean up and buy everything for the cake.
Okay.
And how long did it take you before y'all were profitable? When did y'all start making money back on that?
Probably 2 months. It wasn't too long.
Yeah.
That's good.
Then we started to buy our own ingredients.
Yep. Started in-housing it slowly.
Yep.
Stocking up.
Mm-hmm.
So when I was looking at the titles, because you always want to know who's in what ladder here as far as this goes. Shane, you are the CEO, is that right?
Yes.
And you are, Nigel, the CFO.
Yes, CFO.
Okay, so
That's why he knew about the
I know,
money.
that's what I was just going to say. That's why whenever he said that, I figured that was the case. So how did this come to be as far as you're going to be the CEO and you're going to be the CFO? How did that conversation start?
Who decided?
Well, I started the first time, then Shane decided to help me in the
Okay,
kitchen. So at first it was just me baking, and then he decided to make it a business.
okay.
So at first I said no because I didn't want to split any money. Then I decided to say, yeah, why not?
Yeah.
So
Did it take some convincing?
yes.
How much convincing?
Probably a month or two.
Yeah.
Wow,
about a
you
month.
held out for a month?
Yes.
Wow.
You wanted to make me sign like a contract or something
Wow.
on a blank piece of paper.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was funny.
So that was your idea. You said we're gonna make a contract.
That was his idea.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Why'd you want to get a contract?
I didn't want him stealing my recipes at first.
Oh. So he brought recipes to the table.
That's
Yes.
our aunt's recipe
What's that?
that he got out of her.
Mhm.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
So you're the recipe guy.
Yes.
Yeah.
I've always been the recipe person.
So that's what I saw. I saw you were, so Shane, you are the CEO and chief recipe developer.
Yes.
And then Nigel is a CFO and inventory manager.
Yes.
Mhm.
I like how y'all separated the two so y'all aren't, do y'all ever overstep your boundaries on
Yes.
So,
Yes.
like, if something happens, I might need to bake a cake.
that? Okay.
Or
Yeah.
I usually do more decorating.
Okay.
But for basic cakes, he can do it.
So you're the basic, just nuts and bolts of it, like baking the cake and then he does the decorating.
Yep.
That's a good team.
I love the fact that y'all have the roles like that. Like y'all have, you do this and you do that. Is it because that's just what y'all wanted to do? Or is that more your strength? And
Yeah,
that's, okay.
I'm more
He's
creative.
more creative. So whenever he tries to make a cake, sometimes he'll do like, oh, I might try this different, but it ends up coming out wrong. So
Okay.
I'm always the same every single time.
Are you designing them on paper?
Paper, yeah.
So you're getting down and you're just
Mhm.
having different ideas. I was looking through your Instagram page and I saw some of the things that you have. I love the game controller. Was
Yeah.
that a cupcake?
Yeah.
Yes. So, like, for each each flavor we make,
Uh huh.
there are probably like 2 or 3 cakes that don't even make it out the oven
Okay.
properly.
Okay. How many?
Like 2 to 3.
Okay. Out of a batch of how many?
Like 2 to 3 cakes won't make it if
Okay.
whenever we make a new style,
Yeah.
2 to 3 cakes. Then the
So
third
that's
time
the
we
learning
make-
curve. So you have a little bit of waste on the
Yeah.
front end to learn how to perfect
But
it.
then after that, it goes really well.
Once you get it down, you write down the recipe and you're good to go for future cakes.
Yes.
Yeah,
That's-
especially the ones that we make like completely from all by ourselves, like no base recipe. Those ones are the easiest for us to make because we created it ourselves.
How often is it y'all are doing that where you're trying out new things? How often does that happen?
So maybe every few weeks, we'll see if we can improve a recipe.
Okay.
There's certain recipes where, like, let's not touch it because it's so good already.
Okay.
But other recipes, we just want to see if we can do anything to make it better.
Okay. All right. Do y'all get them from any publishing, any recipe books? Do y'all look at that kind of stuff? Do y'all?
Yeah, if you go like, if you read a bunch of recipes, you'll know like the standard like 2 cups flour, 2 cups sugar, all that.
And please
Enough-
understand, I don't know any of that. So,
Uh-oh.
Yeah. So I'm a recipe guy, and I can even screw up a recipe.
You'll start to know, like, what makes a good cake.
Yeah.
So you can skim through a recipe and tell if it's going to be good.
What makes a good cake?
Usually,
Buttermilk,
milk.
butter,
yeah.
a lot of sugar.
Which one of y'all have dropped more cakes on the floor?
Me. I've dropped 2. And I don't think he's dropped any.
I haven't dropped any cake. Oh, I've dropped one cake before it even got baked. I dropped the batter
Uh-oh.
right before I
Oh,
put it in
That
the
was a
oven.
dirty one, huh, Mom?
Yep.
We get, for those that don't know, we got Mom back here.
As far as
She's,
messes, I
she's
probably
watching.
have the title as far as once I had powdered sugar in the mixer, I didn't put the bowl in right, so the bowl started spinning around.
And that went everywhere.
Yes,
Yeah, on the opposite side of the counter.
probably on the roof too.
It did.
Wow.
And y'all had to clean it up.
Yeah,
He had to clean it
I
up.
cleaned it up.
Oh, so you mess it up, you clean it up.
Yeah.
Nope, not always.
But if it's, you just need to learn when to take responsibility,
Right?
I like that.
or if we just need to be efficient and clean it
Learn.
both, and both clean it up.
If I record that and give it to my daughters, can you share that with them about cleaning up their mess?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, good. I
Yeah.
appreciate that. As long as they see other kids are doing it, that's
Mhm.
great. Well, I have to ask, when you started this, do you remember who your first client you guys had was? Do you remember the first person to actually buy something from you?
Dad. No, our neighbor.
Neighbor, okay. So you're doing neighborhood first.
And then when I
Yeah.
started my business, first client was probably
Which business are you talking about?
so basically he started
Okay.
for like Thanksgiving to get money,
Okay.
and he stopped. And then I started,
Okay.
and then I proposed to him to make a business.
So it was a venture for him. He stopped, and then you kind of picked it up.
Yeah, and then we decided to go together.
Okay.
I stopped because I already got a lot of money.
You were ready to go right before
Yeah.
Christmas. You were done.
I was done. Wait, I did Christmas orders, but I only took like 5, I think.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And then you had what you wanted, and then that was it.
Yep.
And so Big Brother said, "No, we got something here."
Mm-hmm.
Okay, good. And then the contract was made.
Yes.
Do y'all actually have it?
No.
Nope.
No.
It's probably not even legal anymore because it's like, oh, you have to stay here for 6 months,
Okay.
and then, yeah,
We're
Okay.
beyond that point.
It was probably like 2 lines, not even a paragraph.
probably not correct grammar either.
That's all good.
Doesn't matter.
It was in writing. Did y'all sign it?
Yeah.
Yep.
There you go. It's a
I think it
legal
was a
binding
check
contract in
box. It
Texas.
was a checkbox.
Exactly. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
That works in Texas.
Absolutely.
So what's y'all's favorite thing to cook?
Cupcakes.
Both of y'all, or are you cupcakes too?
Cupcakes, yeah.
Any specific flavor?
Specific flavor. Personally, for me, vanilla.
Yeah,
Coffee, because there's always scraps left
that
over.
sounds good. I
Oh,
like
that
coffee.
is good. Absolutely.
Coffee makes like 16 cupcakes.
What kind of feedback do you get? What is everybody's favorite? What are people's favorite that you guys make?
Coffee.
Coffee
Okay. Well, see, now y'all got me wanting
and
coffee. Okay.
chocolate latte.
Chocolate
or mocha.
latte.
Whatever. Sometimes we call it chocolate latte.
Y'all are making me hungry.
I know.
Mhm.
So how do y'all come up with what flavors y'all want to do? Is it just by request, or do y'all?
Mistakes. Like how he came up with coffee was mom bought the wrong mix, and then we decided to
All ingredients, yeah.
Work with it.
work with it, and that actually was the best mistake of our life.
True.
Speaking of mistakes, what's one of the biggest mistakes y'all have made that has been the most costly to you, where it was just a oh darn moment?
We had to bake a cake maybe how many times, Shane?
3.
3 times, and on the 3rd time we finally got it. So
Was
that
it-
was our biggest mistake.
What kind of cake was it?
German chocolate.
Oh, that's my favorite.
It's really good, yeah.
And who was that for? Who's the
Uh,
client? Or was it just testing?
Oh, it was a client,
Mhm.
but luckily she came back, and it was worth it in the long run.
Yeah.
He ended up ordering like 2 more cakes from us.
Well, there you go. You got that residual income.
Yep.
Y'all are building big business here. I like it.
What was the mistake? What did y'all realize y'all kept doing that was
I still don't know.
Oh, that one was the flour.
okay?
We got a different brand and we didn't realize it. And then when I checked the protein contents, it was too low. So the
Okay.
cake wouldn't stay together. It would just fall apart.
Okay.
It's like as soon as you touched it, it would just be shattered.
And speaking about that, I saw that y'all are into science and math.
Yes.
Yes.
How does that play into your cooking?
So science is more how would an acid react to baking soda. Of course, not enough gluten in the flour would mess up a cake.
So that's the science side of things.
Yes.
And then I'm assuming you're on the mixing side.
Math.
the math.
Math, yeah. So you need to know the surface area of your cake minus the bottom, so you know how much fondant to roll out.
Did you already know this stuff before y'all started baking, or did y'all figure this out as you went along?
I think when I started baking, I think I was in Algebra 1.
Wow.
Okay.
I was in.
You were what, 4
Seriously.
years old, 4 or 5 years
No.
Didn't
That
you
was-
say?
I started seriously.
Or the business. We started-
So
Okay.
late
Okay.
2017.
Late 2017.
started-
So, but
yeah.
you were how old then at that point?
10?
10?
Yeah.
I don't think I did Algebra 1 until I was a sophomore in high school.
Yeah, I don't think I ever passed Algebra 1.
Yeah, I don't think I did either. Math and me, I'm not no bueno at that. So that
So for me, it was pre-cal, I think.
you're doing pre-cal right now?
Right now, I'm in engineering.
So tell us
Like
about your
community
grades.
college.
What kind of grades were y'all making in school?
A's always.
Solid A's.
Now I asked that. One of the things I didn't see that y'all have it labeled any. Well, a title specifically saying what y'all do, but I saw on certain Instagram pages y'all had hashtag homeschool. Are y'all homeschooled?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. How long have y'all been doing that?
Forever for me. He went to daycare.
2 years, yeah.
So
So
I
y'all
guess that
done
doesn't
it since
count.
y'all
Yeah.
been
Mhm.
okay.
Forever.
All right. Well, the reason I asked that question,
She's-
besides I saw that my 2 girls are homeschooled,
Oh,
and we have really enjoyed it for our kids. And how have you guys felt about it?
At
It's
first
good.
I didn't like the idea of being homeschooled,
No.
but
That's-
now I kind of like it.
Okay.
I like it a lot more now.
it helps us grow our business. We went to
I bet it does.
school.
Is it?
Like we couldn't have as many orders basically.
Sure.
And we have like Thursdays and Fridays basically dedicated for our business.
Okay.
That's good.
So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, it's just school, almost all day.
Mm-hmm.
Are y'all doing curriculum off the internet?
We go to
I go
my
to HCC,
class is literally right over there,
Where is it?
right
like across the street. Maybe.
right across the street. My
What-
algebra 2 class.
What school is it?
CPC.
CPC.
Yeah.
That's where my youngest
And
goes.
then I'm in
CPC.
HCC, community college.
I saw that. So
Yeah.
are you doing correspondence courses with them, or are you just like some classes and then doing the rest homeschooled?
This year I'm taking 2 classes.
Okay.
Last year I took 1.
Okay. Well, good. Well, that's awesome. You go to see. I
Yeah.
know all about CPC. I've had my girls have gone there for a couple years. My youngest is still going there. So CPC is a good school.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, I see you got your book over there.
Mhm.
Why don't you tell us a little bit about your book and what's going on there?
So the book is basically about the mistakes we've made.
Second one.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Everyone gets a book.
We're going to hold it up for the camera. So whoever the camera's on, they can see the book.
So Beyond the Kitchen, how to cook up success with life's mistakes. So
Mm-hmm.
what was the motivation for this?
Just sharing our failures with other people and how we learn from it.
Actually, the flour thing with the German chocolate cake is in here.
Oh,
Yeah,
that
German
story
chocolate.
as far as how
That's
that
a
how that
chapter 2,
happened.
because we could have probably covered it up if you wanted to,
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
and it would have been okay. But we don't want to. So we could have covered it with icing, but we don't want to be dishonest.
That's good.
You want to have a good product.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
And the same product everyone else gets.
Y'all are going to have to sign this for me before y'all leave.
Sure.
Okay.
All right, good.
And you said that I think I heard y'all say this just came out today, correct?
Yeah.
Yes.
Wow.
We just got
today.
our shipment. Was it today? Or was it yesterday? We got our shipment.
Yes.
But we shipped it today.
Amazing.
Delivered it today. All that.
Congratulations. So where can
Thank you.
people find this book if they want to get it?
You can go to our website at twobrositk.com,
Okay.
or you can go to Amazon and search up Beyond the Kitchen.
Mm-hmm.
Beyond the Kitchen.
Yes.
How
on
to cook up
Amazon.
success with life's mistakes.
Okay.
There you go. Beyond the Kitchen, ladies and gentlemen, on Amazon.com.
Well, and you're not only buying the book, but you're also making a donation.
Yes.
Yes.
So for each book we sell, we donate one. For the next 72 hours, we'll be donating $1 to the J.B. Dandala Foundation.
Okay.
The J.B. Dandala Foundation is building a hospital in Zimbabwe.
We're helping fund the water.
So we
Nice.
pledged $1,000. That was
Okay.
the goal.
Okay.
We started last year with the jars, $1 jar.
Mm-hmm.
We made it. We're at about 800 now, so we're trying to get to 1,000.
Nice.
Okay.
So the 800 we got is, I think, went to fix and supply running water.
That's amazing.
That is
So y'all are
awesome.
$200 short.
Yes.
Yes.
Well, I tell you what, how about I donate that last $200 today? I'll buy this book from y'all for $200 if y'all sign it,
Thank you.
and that'll help y'all get to where y'all need to be.
Thank you.
Thank
You
you.
don't have
that a
you don't
deal?
have to, but yeah.
I know.
But hey,
Shake on it.
Sure.
what kind of cause you got, or do you want a contract?
No, it's fine.
Oh.
You don't want a
I'll
contract?
take, I'll
All
take a
right.
handshake. I'm good with a handshake.
Okay, good.
All right, and a signature before y'all leave.
Okay,
Absolutely.
well, definitely will.
Okay.
Done deal.
Hey,
We
when you
got
got a cause like this, guys, hey, I mean that's.
I'm
you
happy
know,
to be a part of
yeah,
it. Thanks for having
absolutely.
me.
Okay.
Absolutely.
What made y'all want to start doing with this foundation?
Just we're from our dad's from Zimbabwe, and we decided to help out. 'Cause that's where it's basically where it's from,
Okay.
like almost the same village. So we decided to help them because there's so many if you see their kitchens on the floor, it's a campfire,
Wow.
and their pots are rusty. And they're like, oh, the kitchen's fine. We don't need to upgrade our kitchen. They don't have any running water.
We just
so-
thought, oh yeah, get a toilet. We don't realize, oh, we also need running water for the toilet.
Sure.
So when you think about it, there's a lot of things you don't think about or you
Oh,
take
yeah.
for granted.
There's a
then
lot that gets taken.
When
for
you don't
granted.
have it, then you realize.
Yeah, you don't realize it until it's gone.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely. I
Have-
completely agree.
Have y'all been there on site to see any of that?
No, but if you want to, they'll let you take a plan with them and take a tour so you can see what your money's going to. You can also, when you send the money, add what you want the money to be spent on.
Okay.
But we have been to Zimbabwe before.
Yes.
You have.
Yeah,
Yes.
we've been to
Okay.
Zimbabwe before.
All right. How often have y'all been in your life?
Once.
Once. How long ago?
How long? Maybe
4 years?
3 years, probably.
No, more than
4 years.
4.
4 years.
yeah.
Mom
Okay.
said 2 years.
No, more than 2 years.
Way more.
How was that experience?
Different way, really different. I'm used to having everyone's house has 5-bar Wi-Fi. If their
Oh, yeah.
house has any Wi-Fi, they're lucky.
Right.
Sure.
If they have electricity and water throughout the whole night, they're
I'm sure it's a
fortunate.
very humbling experience.
yeah. Like everyone,
You also have
their
some,
hot water turned off at 8, their water turned off at 9, and then the water turns back on at 8.
Wow.
So it's not consistent water.
Okay.
So also we went to someone's house and they just put out corn, and that was pretty much all the corn they had for like a while.
Wow.
Well, we went out to they had a crop, like you can tell that their crop was struggling,
Mm-hmm.
and the nearest town was an hour away in a car, and they had no car. So that was some of their last food, and they gave it to us.
Wow.
But that corn was
And
amazing though.
It was.
That's pretty.
Probably the
pretty
best
awesome.
corn.
Yeah.
Well, good for you
bet.
guys that you got to have that experience. A lot
But
of
a funny story was one night there was a rooster that was pretty loud. Okay, so we told our uncle about it.
Mm-hmm.
The next day we had some nice chicken for dinner. And then the next night it stopped.
Yeah. No more noises, huh?
Yes.
Well,
There you go.
A circle of life, I guess. You know.
Hey.
Yep.
That's one way to deal with it.
It's what you get.
With you guys being the age that you are, I wonder if, or as you've been doing this business, has that been a hurdle for you guys as far as your age and getting business, starting the business? Has that been something for you guys?
It hasn't been a hurdle really getting business, but it's been a hurdle like the time. So you want to just play some games, but hey, you never ordered for a couple dozen cupcakes.
Yeah.
So now you have to be in the kitchen in summer.
Or you have to wait for mom or dad to take you to the store to get ingredients.
Yeah.
Have
Do
you-
y'all go along?
Sometimes.
Sometimes.
Usually just me.
Okay.
I guess.
If it's really like if we're in have a lot of orders, we'll
Uh-huh.
have to
All of us.
stay home
Oh,
Okay.
Oh yeah.
because we don't have time to go to the store for an hour and
with
then
you.
come back.
I'm with you.
Versus if it's pretty lax, sometimes we'll just go.
Yeah.
Might as well go.
Have y'all ever used Ship,
Um,
the grocery delivery service?
Oh no.
no,
No.
not much. It
We
has a
haven't-
fee to the groceries.
I gotcha.
So when you're talking in
So that
profit
eats
margin,
into your overhead? I
yeah,
gotcha.
when you're
Actually-
talking in profit margin, you don't really want to use it much.
No, that's a
Uh.
good idea though. I've never thought about
Some
that.
orders would be great.
Mom didn't like that idea.
Well, the CFO is going to have to sit down
Yeah.
and do the numbers on that.
And see, because
Yeah.
it is about like
Cross-reference it
cost-
with your...
if you cost
Yeah,
it by
it's good.
time, it might be worth it
It's possible.
according to what we order.
Do y'all do that or I guess as a CEO, a CFO, do you sit down and calculate what your costs as far as your materials go?
Yeah, we do that.
Yeah.
Know how much these cupcakes cost to make, how much we sell them for.
Cool tip: if you ever want to start a business that requires resources, you want to do it usually by weight and not by volume. Because
Okay.
a cup of flour can be, say, 150 grams, an arbitrary number. You don't want to, but also a cup of flour, if you pack it well, can be like 200 grams, or if you
Or if it
just
gets wet.
sift it in,
Sure.
it's like $100 grams.
Okay.
It'd be a big difference.
Yes.
Absolutely. Weight's a good way to go when you're
Mhm.
talking about
Yeah.
foods.
That
Well,
was always consistent.
And that's why we want to do these kinds of things, because people out there want to start or think about doing something like you guys are
Mhm.
doing, and that's a great tip.
Yep.
I mean, that's a great. I wouldn't have thought of that. I mean, that wouldn't have been something I would have gone across my radar. So I mean, that's awesome.
Like some things you don't think about, and then as soon as you start, within like a few weeks, you'll notice, oh wait, well it's not consistent anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you learn real quick.
You want to take
Yeah.
as many variables as you can.
So tell us what's next for two brothers in the kitchen.
Oh my God, Mom asked.
A storefront probably.
Storefront.
Probably a couple more books, then a storefront is what I want to do.
Yeah? Any certain area y'all want to be in a storefront?
Probably next to HEB or in HEB.
That would be very smart.
Absolutely.
Somewhere close to our house right now. So
Yeah, I don't want to get too far out.
What's going to be the step where you guys decide? Okay, besides the fact that you get capital to do it, I mean, what else are y'all? Do you have a goal as far as we're going to do this until we get to that point?
Not somewhat of a goal, but not really.
Okay. So you haven't thought about I think you said about the book. So you're saying let's do this many more books before we get to that point, or we're going to do one more or three more? Or?
So probably that's like another few things we learned, we might make a second version of the book, or
Okay.
if there's something else we want to say, we can make another book.
There you go. Baby steps.
Mm-hmm.
Working your way up there.
Yep.
Cool. Real good.
I have to ask, was there a moment that you guys, when you're doing all this, that said, do you remember it, if there was, said, this is going to work? Like, this is going to work for us. This is something that we're going to be doing, and it's going to be profitable.
Not really a certain point, but
So there really wasn't a moment. You just
I think when we started getting orders, I think when we actually had to start turning down some orders, when you're like, whoa, we're getting pretty packed in here.
You know you're making it when you're turning down business.
yeah.
And then especially, like you said, when you're getting residual income, people coming back in,
Yes.
reordering.
We know what we say is that just being a kid and being cute will get you an order once, but no one's going to come back if you're just
Having
a
good
kid.
food keeps them coming back
Yeah.
for more.
That's awesome.
Appearance will get them once, the taste will get them again.
Well, that's amazing.
I like that.
Mhm.
I like that. I'm going to write that down.
We'll have
Yeah,
to see
one time I
about.
went to a cupcake shop for some marketing, I guess spying, I don't know.
Spying.
But
Competitor spying.
Not
Hey,
spying, it's
competi-
marketing.
Competitor
basically
spying.
went
is-
there, they're all happy.
Yeah.
Place smelled good, all good colors. The cupcakes look good. I eat the cupcake and I'm like,
It was
Yeah.
horrible.
You didn't like it?
I felt betrayed.
Betrayed?
They were so, they're so good. Yeah, I like this one. I'm like, how do you like any of these?
Although the chocolate one was good.
No.
None of them.
Do y'all do that often? Were y'all going places specifically to try it out and see how it is, or just
only
go in and
twice.
enjoy it?
If we see like a new spot, maybe we'll go, but not much though.
Okay.
We've done it twice, maybe 3 times.
It's always good to do market research out
Yeah.
there. Go do some competitor spying, market research, see what
Yeah.
you're competing.
Definitely.
We'll buy
least.
like one thing and we'll just see how they pack it, see what their branding's on.
Y'all keep it up. There's nothing
Mm-hmm.
wrong with that.
Yeah, how they do their branding. So we use that to do some of our book packing when we ship it to people.
There you
Okay.
go.
Do you guys have anything that you want to discuss or talk about in relation to charitable foundations, nonprofits that you're working with? I know one of the things, Shane, that we talked about before we started was vitiligo. Is that right? Did I say that? Vitiligo.
Yeah.
Which is a condition that I've seen a lot of your posts that you're with that. So anything regarded to that you guys want to discuss or talk about, please, by all means.
Well,
I don't really have much to say.
I was a vendor at the Vitiligo conference.
Okay. What is vitiligo? Just for people that don't know.
So basically, autoimmune disease where your body takes out its own, what is it called?
Pigment?
Yeah, basically.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll attack it out. And
Okay.
You'll lose pigment and spots.
Okay.
Some people it just stays in one spot. Some people it spreads all over, and it's
Okay.
pretty.
So
And you're an advocate for that.
Mm-hmm.
so eventually when he grows a beard, he's going to have a white beard right
White
here.
spot, yeah.
That's kind of cool.
Well, that's good.
I'm getting a little white in my beard too. when
Yeah.
it grows out. I don't think it's for that reason.
Well, that's good. I didn't know anything about it until I got on your page and started seeing that, and so that's why I wanted to make sure that other people out there know about it, because I didn't know what the word, I didn't know what the condition was, so that's why I want to make sure that we talked about that.
Sounds
Yeah.
good.
And thank you for sharing that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about any other nonprofit charitable organizations?
We
that you
do
guys-
Fort Bend Cares. We've also donated over 200 meals to the homeless.
Fantastic.
And
lot
if
of-
someone's in a hard time, sometimes we'll bake them a cake for free.
Awesome.
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
How do y'all get set up with the homeless feeding that you do? Do you go through an organization? Do you do it directly?
So we did it
To our
to our
church.
church this time.
Okay. All right. So y'all provide and the
Mhm.
church gets you guys out there to the homes
Yeah.
that need it?
In the
Yeah.
future, we probably could. We also might do it, handing it out, or just finding another organization that does it.
Okay. Well, guys, I have to say I'm really impressed with
Thank
what you guys are doing. You're thinking about your community. You're using all of your different knowledge and things that you're learning, not only before but through your experiences. And you've good job, Mom. You two are
Definitely.
Mm-hmm.
very. It's hard for me to believe that you guys are 13 and 12, right?
Yeah.
Yes,
13
Well,
and
12.
12.
and they started several years ago too.
a
I think
year
I
ago.
turned 12, last Friday?
Yeah, y'all are veterans at this.
Yeah.
Yes.
Y'all are a lot farther along than a lot of adults are. And
Mhm.
so if you had something to say to those people out there that are kind of thinking about going out on their own or starting a business, doing something, like what would be your
What
word
bit of advice
for
do you have?
So it's okay to fail. You just have to learn from your mistakes. You're not gonna be perfect the first time.
That's beautiful.
As far as baking goes, like of course, every time you make a recipe, it usually does not work the first time, or it's not as how you would like it, basically.
Right.
'Cause
Yeah.
no matter how many successful business people that you listen to and all this and that, all the books that you watched, not watch, read,
Yeah.
you're still gonna have to make mistakes by yourself. You can't just read books and these guys made these mistakes, so I'm not gonna make them ever.
Yeah, I love that. You gotta learn
Eventually,
on
you're
your
gonna
own.
you're gonna make a mistake. It's more how you react.
How you bounce back from it.
Mhm.
I love
Yeah.
it. Well, I think that's perfect to end this on. It's been absolutely amazing. Appreciate y'all coming on. Houston entrepreneurs have two of the youngest entrepreneurs I've met in Houston in a
Absolutely.
long time.
Absolutely.
Remind me of myself getting started. Thank y'all for bringing so much to the table.
Here's the book.
Literally.
Yeah. Beyond the Kitchen, How to Cook Up Success with Life's Mistakes. I'm going to take it and read it, and I expect to learn something from it, from what you
Okay.
guys are telling me. I mean, for sure. So, 2brositk.com.
Yes,
the number
yes.
2brositk.com. You guys are on Facebook, right?
Yes.
Instagram, same thing.
Yes.
2brositk.
Yes.
SaveRoseITK.com.
And now they're on Amazon.
And now they're on Amazon with a book and
Beyond the kitchen.
Beyond the Kitchen. I think you guys motivated me to go home and write a book about something.
Mhm. It takes a while though.
Yeah?
Well,
This is like 9 months.
well, if you've written a book before, which I'm sure you probably have,
Yeah?
you can. It's easy to write a second one.
Well,
There
good.
you go.
Well, hey, can we maybe in a few months, 6 months, whatever, as you guys are progressing and going, do you think we can have you back on and kind
Oh
of
yeah.
see where your progress is?
Yes.
Because I know you guys will be doing more in
Mhm.
6 months.
We're
to a
definitely gonna
year.
write another book for sure.
Well,
Well,
next time you have to bring
yeah.
some of those cakes in here.
I,
Oh,
was,
yeah.
I was hoping you were going to do that today.
I thought we were going to have a taste test.
I did too. But
Maybe
we'll,
bring some cakes later.
we'll do it next time.
German
Yeah. Okay.
chocolate.
We'll do it next time.
All right, gentlemen. Thank y'all so much.
You too.
Thank you.
Shane, Nigel, thank y'all. Mom, thank you very much. This is awesome. We'll see y'all next time.